To sit back and be like, nobody noticing me. I'm just this smooth guy running off with the money.
Current location 01010 Matrix Boulevard, somewhere in the American Society. Manifesto. Head west on Memory Lane toward North Babylon Trail for 0.3 miles. Turn left onto less traveled road in 700 feet. Turn right onto BLK Privilege Boulevard in 0.1 miles.
I try to tell him to follow the big dip, enticing by the ice on the side of a big ship. And now you get the true definition of big drip. The marathon.
Your destination will be on the right.
You must have thought that we was coming the same. I let your mama, she the one who to blame.
Shabbat Shalom, gods and goddesses.
Yeah. Won't need no paper for these pictures I'm painting. Won't need no paper for these pictures I'm painting. I'm on my shit, I can't hear shit that you saying. That bitch you chasing don't want nothing but paper. I know you hate to hear them steps that she taking. Won't need no paper for these pictures I'm painting. I'm on my shit, I can't hear shit that you saying. That bitch you chasing don't want nothing but paper. I know you hate to hear them steps that she taking. I can't call it, I can't recollect it. If you a pussy, I can't even much respect it. Tell the homie pump his brakes. Oh, you gon' make me come erase all your set? I clear your cash, use a factory set. I had to make you wipe your smirk off. These niggas like to dick pull and jerk off. I let the vet pass by and skirt off. Your bitch would come to me so she can vent and get that hurt off. I met her on the tube, she my juvie. She gon' walk it, drop it like it's pussy stand. I'm laughing like 9 to 9. Yo, nigga lame as when we fucking you recognize. I know they here. So I stop when he passing by. I know you being, but you show me a passing by. He all up in his, and her feelings is paralyzed. She using never, but the devil will tell a lie. And it's gonna be cold, but never be televised. I like my bitches, do that make me like better line. Try these bitches crazy, sentimental. Drive her crazy like a nigga in a rental. While her nigga trying to fade me with no proper proof of barbershop credentials. I ain't gonna argue with a nigga. Hit your heart and leave your heart a little crib. Won't need no paper for these pictures I'm painting. I'm on my shit, I can't hear shit that you saying. That bitch you chasing don't want nothing but paper. I know you hate to hear them stuff that she taking. Won't need no paper for these pictures I'm painting. I'm on my shit, I can't hear shit that you saying. That bitch you chasing don't want nothing but paper. I know you hate to hear them stuff that she taking. I can't call it, I can't recollect it. If you a pussy, I can't even expect it. I can't call it, I can't recollect it. If you a pussy, I can't even expect it.
Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of the Wise Magi Godcast. Today we are here with Empire, Professor Rasnati. What's going on, brethren?
Man, we are in the booth. We're in the booth, man, for this Sunday esky. This dos esco. I hope I ain't showing up, bro. But the pressure's starting to pick up around the world, man. In the thumbnail, I had the North Korea situation. North Korea, they said they had their testing ballistics, checking out their spy cams and shit. They said it was just right. So we're gonna get into North Korea. Russia said they putting their nuclear forces on high alert. And so Russia got nuclear forces on alert. So they not playing. They plan on using nuclear weapon, right? So right now we're in a very, very odd time. But what I did, the picture, if you can see it, it's Kim on one time and she on the other side. And you got to think about that. That's North Korea, that's China. And then now you're hearing Russia, and you say, North Korea, first of all, ain't got nothing to do with this. They ain't got nothing to do with this. This is Russia doing some shit, and I guess China's supposed to be able to, tell them boys to kind of chill out. They got some type of homeboyship. North Korea has absolutely nothing to do with this play, but today, randomly, they was testing things. Just testing a little, just a little ballistics. But it's really just, just ain't nothing much, but don't worry about it. Just testing a little spy cam situation. So that's how they kind of wrote it off. So I don't know. I'm not exactly sure. Randomly, they said Big Sean was trending. I guess they thought it was a nude leaked to the brother. The brother said, "It ain't him." That's fucked up. That's fucked up. What made him think it was you, Big Sean? I don't even know. But yeah, they said commenters was all in the comment section. They was on the one of the little gossip sites in there, and I guess he came in and he said something, and he, his comment got about 100 or so response, if not more than that. But OG just saying it's not him. And that situation was so funny to me because it's like, damn, imagine you thinking somebody did some shit, or you seeing somebody, and you're like, man, I know this, bro. I already know how bruh shaped. I already know how little bruh shaped. I know it's him. It's funny as hell, bro, for a nigga to come out like, that's not me, y'all. And like some people was like, bro, come on, bro, we know this you. And other people was like, prove it. Like, what? Prove it? What you mean? You want me to send some other pictures? No, bro, I ain't got no pictures out there. That's not me. What you talking about? Prove it. I just wanted to let y'all know. You feel me? So y'all ain't confused. People gonna be confused in the future. Like, yo, bro, I seen a little video with you. What video you see with me? No, bro, I don't do videos, dude. So I don't know. I just want to kind of take like a small dive. Ain't got no deep dive. Just a little shallow dive. That's probably gonna be towards the end. But as far as this whole situation with North Korea, I just kind of want to. It ain't nothing really. I just want to see what they saying really is going on.
So this?
Yes, ma'am.
North Korea fires ballistic missile in resumption of testing. The missile launch was the 8th of its kind this year. This article is by Huing Zhen Kim and Associates. Seoul, South Korea. North Korea launched a ballistic missile into the sea on Sunday, its neighbors said, in a resumption of weapons tests that came as the United States and its allies are focused on Russia's invasion of Ukraine. The missile launch was the 8th of its kind this year. Some experts have said North Korea is trying to perfect its weapons technology and pressure the United States into offering concessions like sanctions relief amid long-stalled disarmament talks. North Korea also might view the U.S. preoccupation with the Ukraine conflict as a chance to accelerate testing activity without any serious response from Washington. Japanese Defense Minister Nobukishi said the North Korean missile flew about 300 kilometers, equivalent to 190 miles, at a maximum altitude of about 600 kilometers, which is equivalent to 370 miles, before landing off North Korea's eastern coast and outside Japan's exclusive economic zone. No damage to vessels or aircraft has been reported, he said. If North Korea deliberately carried out the missile launch while the international community is distracted by the Russian invasion of Ukraine, such an act is absolutely unforgettable, he told reporters. Who's he?
They gotta be the brother I was just speaking.
This Nobukishi?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Whatever the motives are, North Korea's repeated missile launches are absolutely inexcusable, and we can't overlook considerable missile and nuclear advancement. South Korean officials said they detected the launch from the North's capital area and expressed deep concerns and grave regret over it. During an emergency National Security Council meeting, top South Korean officials said the timing of the launch during Russia's invasion of Ukraine is not desirable at all for peace and stability in the world and on the Korean peninsula. The presidential Blue House said the U.S.
They got a Blue House.
Yep, I like blue. Blue represents the speaking, the throat, the
Speak
leader.
house.
That White House is just purity. It could be pure evil, pure good. Good luck. But anyways, the U.S. Indo-Pacific Command later Sunday condemned the launch and called the North Korea to refrain from further stabilizing acts. A statement said the U.S. commitment to the defense of South Korea and Japan remains ironclad?
Ironclad, yeah.
Okay, though Sunday's launch didn't pose. What does that mean?
It's like a deadlock. It's a weird standoff, but I get a biblical definition.
Okay, though Sunday's launch didn't pose an immediate threat to U.S. territory and that of its allies, the launch came a day after North Korea made its first response to the Ukraine war in the form of an article by a government analyst that expressed support for Russia and slammed the United States. The basic cause of the Ukraine incident lies in the high-handedness and arbitrariness of the United States, which has ignored Russia's legitimate calls for security guarantees and only saw a global hegemony.
Where you at?
Right here.
Yeah, hegemony.
Okay, ironclad and armored naval vessel, especially of the mid. Huh?
That was the old. Oh, that was the older term, but it's a second one.
The company has an ironclad policy against.
Go down. I mean, go up. Go up. It's the second one up there. So not the first one, but the next one.
So firm or secure as to be unbreakable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, like
such as an ironclad oath.
Yes, ma'am.
But yeah, now this one, the global
hegemony,
and military dominance while clinging to its sanction campaigns. Ri Ji Song, a researcher at a North Korean state-run Institute on International Politics, said in a post published on the website of the Foreign Ministry, Ri accused Washington of arrogance and double standards because it describes its rivals' defense measures as provocations or injustices. The former Soviet Union was North Korea's biggest aid provider before its disintegration in the early 1990s. Russian President Vladimir Putin has been pushing to restore his country's ties with North Korea in what is seen as a bid to regain its traditional domains of influence and secure more allies to better deal with the United States. Leif Eric Easley, a professor at EHA University in Seoul, said the Biden administration needs to show that it maintains a strategic focus on the Indo-Pacific region, including by responding sternly to provocations. North Korea is not going to do anyone the favor of staying quiet while the world deals with Russia's aggression against Ukraine, Easily said. I'm just going to say Pyongyang was an ambitious schedule of military modernization. The Kim regime's strength and legitimacy have become tied to testing ever-battle missiles. North Korea last month conducted 7 rounds of missile tests, a record number of monthly launches since leader Kim Jong-un took power in late 2011. North Korea halted testing activity after the start of the Winter Olympics in China, its last major ally and economic pipeline, earlier this month. Some experts had predicted it would resume launches and possibly test bigger weapons after the games. Kim sent a message to Chinese President Xi Jinping after the Olympics, calling for further consolidating bilateral ties into the invincible one. In the face of
this is interesting.
What he called the undisguised hostile policy and military threat of the U.S. and its satellite forces. What's going on?
This is I was talking about you, but the Pyongyang. Pyongyang is a capital and largest city of North Korea. So yeah, that's
their capital. Okay.
Yeah, so that's where all the motherfucking calls are coming out. So that's why they keep on saying provocations. But then they said Pyongyang provocations at the time.
Yeah. Okay. Xi replied to Kim last week saying China is ready to strengthen relations, according to North Korea's state media. U.S.-led diplomacy aimed at convincing North Korea to give up its nuclear program in return for economic and political rewards collapsed early in 2019 when the President Donald Trump rejected Kim's call for extensive sanctions relief in exchange for limited denuclearization steps during their second summit in Vietnam. U.S. officials have since repeatedly called for the resumption of talks without preconditions, but Pyongyang has said it won't return to the negotiating table unless Washington ends its hostility.
Huh. So
hostility where? With Biden?
Well, we not talking about Biden, but
damn, babe, it's not on the screen.
Dang, we good. They got to see us anyway. Just a little article. But what's interesting is when I initially pulled this article up, I pulled it up in knowing, because I had prior knowledge of this situation about North Korea, Russia, the whole situation. So when I pulled it up like, look at these guys, right? But they've done 8 this year, so I can't use it as like my calling card to be like, yo, look at them, they want to start. No, they've done 8 this year, so okay, cool. But what are they doing? You talking about testing? Kim saying that he reaching out to Xi and them boys, saying that he trying to strengthen this and strengthen that. She reached back out saying, yo, let's strengthen stuff. So in the thumbnail, you can see I got Xi on one side and I got Kim on one side. But there's a picture with Kim and Xi shaking hands. That same picture. Kim and Xi is shaking hands. This same picture right here. And this is North Korea doing their little missile jump. But this is Xi over here, and that's Kim over here with the big belly. Right now, in this picture right now, they're both shaking hands. Right? So I kind of had this as a foreshadowing of what we was going to cover, but Empress did a beautiful job at reading that. And what we got from that was this dude talking to Xi. Him and Xi talking about some shit. He talking about getting stuff stronger. He hitting bro up doing this, and then you feel me? What everybody was saying was, yo, the Olympics is coming to a close. A lot of us seen it coming. This was like the charts almost, right? You can't predict it, but we had some probabilities. It was like, yo, we know that Putin and Xi kind of got something going on. So we don't think Putin gonna do nothing while the Olympics going on. But like right at the end, he don't care no more. And that's exactly what happened. Right? China got done winning some rings, had a chick come out and just support them, and then so everybody did something. I'm not sure what ROC did. Did they have ROC at this one? The Russian guy that we seen last. Remember we seen Russian people winning a lot of medals? Yeah,
I don't remember seeing that. It was Germans, really.
Yeah, Germans won a lot of those winter races. Okay, cool. I don't remember if Russia was there. I don't know if they had no big impacts on the Winter Olympics, but it's Russia. Damn, you ain't got nothing going on. Not no skaters or nothing. Goddamn, gotta have a skater or something. So I was thinking, I was thinking he had a lot of interest as far as we don't want to mess this up. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do this. So I kind of ran it by like that. But then now you hearing the message that Kim was hitting bro up too. Kim was hitting Xi up on some shit like, yo, let's get this job right. What the fuck? I'm gonna get right. What did I get right? Right. So that's crazy.
Yeah,
and in that same breath, Empress, they saying that what Putin out here doing stuff, right? They say Putin got some nuclear, like I told y'all at the beginning. They say Putin got his forces on high alert right now. High alert, what that mean? He's saying that some guys are acting tough. Some guys are acting tough and saying things to us, like they saying like sanctioned it. You heard these guys, and he was like, "Yo, I'm not with all that tough talk." No, like that in so many words, bro. Like if a Russian person was black like me, he was like, "Bro, I'm not with the tough talk." But he said, "Nah, they're talking, and I'm gonna blow them up." Basically, I don't know what he's saying. What he's saying in this, but I'm gonna show y'all the video though.
Key questions after Putin's nuclear announcement. Experts weigh in after President Putin put nuclear forces on high alert in dramatic escalation of East-West tensions. This article is by Al Jazeera.
Mm-hmm.
Russian President Putin ordered on Sunday to place Russia's nuclear forces on high alert as part of a pattern of escalating tensions following his attack on Ukraine. But analysts suggest the move is likely a dangerous new bluff. What are deterrence forces?
Yeah, deterrence.
Deterrence. Okay. Do you see how that shit spelled?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, Western powers.
What happened? It made you excited?
No.
Oh.
It was just really confusing. That's not your name.
Huh?
Never mind. Anyways, Western powers, including the United States and NATO, protested sharply after Putin said in a televised address that the country's nuclear deterrence.
That how you spell my name, though? If you're looking at that right there, you saying that.
I don't even know. Just looking at this is messing me up.
Oh, because it looked funny up there.
Yeah, it looked like Clarence. Anyways, deterrent. What is that word?
Deterrence.
Deterrence forces were placed into a special mode of combat service. The UN called the idea of nuclear weapons use inconceivable, while Ukraine's government said it was the move as an intimidation attempt as delegations from both countries prepared to meet for exploratory talks. Just as in NATO, a portion of Russian nuclear weapons are in constant readiness and can be launched within 10 minutes, said Mark Fonaud, a nuclear proliferation expert at the Geneva Center for Security Policy. Either the warheads are already mounted on missiles or the bombs are already abroad. Bombers and submarines, he explained. In a Friday article for the Bulletin of Atomic Scientists Experts Hand, Kristen and Matt Korda wrote that Russia keeps almost 1,600 warheads deployed. Since Russian strategic forces are always on alert, the real question is whether Putin has deployed more subs and armed the bombers, Christian wrote on Twitter on Sunday. Why at the alert level? Most analysts suggested that brandishing the nuclear option is a desperate move resulting from Russia's military setback since attacking Ukraine last week. Russia is frustrated, faced with Ukrainian resistance, said David Koloff of the Paris-based Jean Jaurès Foundation. Huh?
No, you good.
Khalifa?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. A left-leaning think tank. Rather than a swift victory with armored assaults claiming swaths of territory, Moscow now faces urban guerrilla warfare with a high probability of casualties among the Russian soldiers, he added.
Now, let's be very clear about this. Russia hasn't sent out no...
Again.
So, that's good, though. I was purposely watching it when you was running through some names. But what's going on is good right now. But what's going on right now, they already announced that Russia hasn't sent out no actual... Like, say if there was lines of soldiers, like the first 10 lines ain't even sent out yet. I know all we sending out is like back guys right now. Like we just sending out all of our back. I'm talking about there's nobody over there right now that's really pushing the envelope. So like a lot of these talks about frustration and yeah, frustration and that people playing with me, like they don't want to stand down. And I love that about the Ukrainian people. I love that about any people. You can't just let people take you over. So yeah, frustrate them if you want to say that. But I just want to give y'all a heads up, just like everybody already know that, yo, they haven't sent their troops out. I'm talking about the guys.
Yeah, I think anybody who threatens with nuclear John should just
be taken away.
Yeah, I think everybody should just blow him up or her up or whoever decides to say that. Like we can't play with that. I've watched one too many episodes of the 100 to see exactly what happened with that situation, and it was world-ending.
Oh, they already tell you that the reason why people look at it as nobody's gonna do it is because if one person do it, everybody's gonna do it.
Yeah, but like I don't think anybody should even fix their mouth.
Oh, it's too
that.
late. I remember the king. That was the king whole shit. He ain't want no nuclear weapon. He wanted the whole shit sign. He wanted the UN. The UN bitch ass ain't want to take.
Did you hear North Korea?
Yeah.
They said cut the sanctions completely, and we will reduce. What? What deal? Like, what kind of deal is that?
White thing him and Trump fell out.
I'm going to take all the money off the table. Mind you, our deficit is not going any lower. And you're still going to have nuclear weapons.
I'm telling you, all Trump did was just get real aggressive with him. Right, just get real aggressive with him. And we ain't really hear nothing about him. They said he was sick for a little bit. Remember, he was just quiet. So you know that. I'm telling you, just like Trump said, they're smart.
Bro, what the Most I said? Don't seek vengeance. Because ultimately they're going to try to shoot that missile off, and the Most I going to have a whole asteroid to come knock that whole thing down, send it right back to it. I don't know, bro. Let me stop talking, bro. But yeah, I think this is very idiotic, to say the least, to say something like that.
But it's like
and to say sequence, like in sequence, say that you was pulling troops back, and then the complete opposite happened. So it's like, we not playing with you no more, bro. I don't dare play with Putin no more, bro. What he says is what he says, bro. And I'm not coming back and he pulled out, y'all. No, this is Putin we're playing with, guys.
He's a liar.
Putin will put in, cancel the put, and get in market value, bro. And annihilate people when they least see it. Coming for him. So, yeah, like, I don't think anybody should be able to fix their mouth, say nuclear, and everybody just, he's bluffing. I didn't never think that was going to be a situation in a million years.
Everybody right now is playing with ballistics. Everybody is doing little trainings and shit. Yo, it's a serious time that we on the earth. It's a serious time. And like, look, Kevin Samuels always talk about man do this. Other people talk about things, and I don't think we understand that, yo. We're safe. We're safe. And when I say man, I'm not talking about man and man. I'm talking about just humanity. Like, humans gotta die. That's the thing about man. Most men wouldn't let that woman die. So they, which one you trying? The rump, yeah. When he was aggressive with them boys. Yeah, that's one of them.
All right, but yeah. So where was I?
That's one of them.
Elliot A. Cohen of the Center of Strategic International Studies, CSIS, in Washington, D.C., said Russian military leaders expect an easier campaign. The fact that they don't have air superiority now, 4 days into this, that's pretty revealing, Cohen said. You are beginning to see the weakness on the battlefield. The fact that they haven't been able to occupy a city and hold on to it, that tells you something. Why announce publicly with Western aid flowing to Ukraine and economic sanctions hailing down on Russia and its elite? Putin's public declaration could be an attempt to divide his enemies. The Russian leader is something of a gambler and risk taker, said Cohen. That's what he's trying to do, is muscle up his physiology. Muscle us all physiologically.
No.
Muscle us all?
Mm-hmm.
What did I say? Muscle up?
No. And what'd you say that word is?
Physiologically? Psychologically?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Muscle us psychologically. Oh, there's no H there. I'm tripping. All right. Koloff agreed that the psychological side of things is vital, with Putin desiring to deter the West from going any further with economic sanctions. This sounds like America's own medicine being given to him. Anyways, everyone is rallying behind the Ukrainian flag, and he has a will to drive a wedge between the NATO alliances, governments, and public opinion in Western countries, he said. But Koloff also recalled, in the opinion of everyone who has met Putin, he's isolated himself, locked into paranoid logic. His strategy is impossible to read. Dropping Russian doctrine. Putin's nuclear menace is all the more puzzling because it departs from established Russian nuclear deterrence doctrine. In 2020, Putin approved basic principles with 4 cases when Moscow could use nuclear weapons. They were when ballistic missiles were fired at Russia's or allied territory, when an enemy used nuclear weapons in attack on a Russian nuclear weapon site, or an attack threatening the existence of the Russian state. None of those criteria has been met in the current conflict. What's more, Russia joined the other 4 permanent members of the UN Security Council in January. and signing a document affirming that a nuclear war cannot be won and must never be fought. Putin's latest verbal salvo shows up the ambiguity, perhaps even hypocrisy, of this type of declaration, said Fanad. If we were to apply the doctrine of the joint statement, there would be a massive effort at disarmament, whereas we see that relatively little has been done in that direction. For now, there's still a very high risk of a slip-up or misinterpretation or even a deliberate manipulation that could trigger a nuclear exchange, he added.
I'm talking about a slip-up, bro. A nigga punk fake like they launching one and everybody launched theirs first. A nigga ain't gonna launch this shit for fuck that. You heard during lunch that somebody was gonna break up with you in fifth period. You showed up fifth period before everybody.
It's over. Anyways, Ukraine-Russia crisis. Who controls what in Ukraine? Russian troops are in Kharkiv, Ukraine's second largest city, there is fighting in the streets. Missiles have hit an oil facility in Vaskiv near Kyiv, where people are sheltering wherever they can as Russian troops advance. This is day 4. The legend says the dash line is a line of contact. Right here, as you can see on this border, it's dash lines. The Donbas region is this yellow sector. Separatist held areas of Man, y'all, good luck with those names. But yeah, that's separatist held areas, which are guessing these. No.
The darker red one, see?
So this to this?
I wish we had the John again, see if they had different reds, knuckleheads. You got it? What you doing?
We have it.
Putting on your tool.
Mm-hmm.
The Empress ain't blaming me. Empress pulled out her tool on me. I was talking. You got me fucked up.
What is this? Oh, okay. It's zoomed in.
But yeah, these are 2 reds, and it's like so odd that they got them so close. But this how the other red was, but the other red was hotter. Other red looked like that, the red dot on top of Kiev, or Kyiv, I mean.
What am I right now?
Tool running, bro. Tool scared.
Mm-hmm.
Tool scared to be shown as a liar.
Yeah, but what happened to me? So the darker or lighter red is the Russian control. So these are the spaces that they've obtained, and then Russian troops are whooping, and this is Kyiv right here.
Oh, they coming in on it from both sides.
Yep. Take the major cities.
And that's them over there in Odessa too.
Right here.
Them boys chilling. Yo, we gotta get Russia the fuck up out of here. Or Russia, y'all gotta let people know what y'all doing, bro. Right? And
they did. We just playing around now. Nobody actually wants to get their lazy ass from COVID.
But Rip though, why Russia got so mad?
What do you mean? Imagine Biden coming into your house and telling you, "Hey, yo, we about to push all the left stuff onto you." Like, you're not gonna push back immediately to let them boys know we not playing that NATO crap over here. No. Especially not with this guy in here, bro.
Like we definitely not having NATO in Ukraine, though.
Like, you got me all the way after the Biden administration got me.
Like Empress.
Nah.
Like Empress, even historically, that has always been one of the largest cities. So, like, even when they had the Soviet Union, that was their second bruh. That was the second largest city.
Ukraine?
Yeah. So Ukraine always been an important part to their John.
Right.
So, like, it's weird, bro. Cause even right now, what I was thinking is, because, you know, like I said, Putin ain't really sent no real warriors in yet. Can he just pull out? Or is it too late? Did he cause already too much damage? Did people already die? It's like, bro, you already killed my people. Like that's what I'm saying. People
if he was smart, he'll pull out and come right back in.
Wow, like I'm just saying though, like if he pull out, like how he gonna look to some people? All right, we ran his ass away. He seen that he couldn't do nothing. People already talking about. We see that he's not superior. He can't take over no cities. It's like niggas threatening him. He ain't take over. No cities
Yeah,
yet.
you heard that article? I was like, boy, what you talking about?
you ain't in control of no cities
He is
yet.
taking over as you righteous, my guy. What are you talking about? No, but yeah, Putin's smart. Just keep playing that same game. He playing. Oh no, I ain't about to do nothing, y'all. NATO, we need your help. Y'all rest it up. Come on, go.
Yo, that was an accident, bro. I didn't even mean to send the troop. We were doing some I told you we were doing.
Y'all want to play that game? We go play that game because Ukraine has continuously played that game, right? They getting a taste of their own medicine. Y'all want to be in NATO? Oh no, we're not going to be in NATO. Oh, y'all want to be in NATO again? No, we're not going to be in NATO. Mm-hmm. Keep playing the game. Keep doing that. What you said that? Keep doing that shit. Shit. That's the key word there.
See where it gets you.
You're doing shit, man.
Got them into a war, I guess, 100%, bro. Because
I think a lot of people are just getting a taste of their own medicine right now. They don't like it.
Too much tension.
They don't like it.
The tension building up. Right. And
non-believers.
And I'm telling you right now, you can tell that the real Russian soldiers ain't over there. But I'm telling you, civilians, I guess like as a soldier, you still got to respect civilians, bro. You're not just a fucking monster. But civilians over there just yelling at them. Just right in their face, yelling at them. Right? Just yelling at what the hell going on? Like yelling at, so like you yelling at brothers with cannons. You feel me? We in a different time, Empress. It probably should be in not us. If you go to not us, I probably got some shit.
Ready for this one?
Yes, man.
You want to get an intro or just run it?
Nah, you can run it, but this is what was.
In view of the escalation of international sanctions, the Russian Federation announced that they plan to reciprocate and evaluate bilateral relations with those countries, imposing measures on them. The Security Council's Vice President Dmitry Medvedev warned that sanctions against his country are an excellent occasion to review bilateral relations and open the possibility of interrupting the dialogue on strategic stability. For its part, the Federal Air Transport Agency announced that since European countries closed on Saturday the passage of flights coming from Russia, reciprocal measures will be taken and Russian airspace will be closed to them. Thus, only flights with special permission from the federal agency or the Russian Ministry of Foreign Affairs will be allowed to fly over their airspace.
Hey, nevertheless, though, this is still where he's explaining. Oh, you putting sanctions on people? Oh, you said we can't fly? Cool. I was thinking about it. Make sure that y'all don't fly either. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm telling you, like, that's why I was asking Empress, can Putin just pull back and be like, nah, bro, we ain't going to war, bro. Because, like, everybody looking at me saying, yo, you tripping. I just heard Empress tripping. I'm saying, what, brother, man? Get him off here. Like, Empress upset with Putin, but there's it.
Begins with the news. So, in view of the escalation of international sanctions, the Russian Federation.
Yo. Sorry. Nah, you perfect. I don't know what to do because Empress got super upset with Putin trying to do that type of stuff. So
wait, what?
Talk about nuclears.
Oh no, it's not Putin. Shout out to Putin. Putin's doing what I think every person that wants to protect their culture should do. But as far as if anybody opens their mouth and says nuclear, I think everyone else should dead it. Like, no, bro, we're not playing that game, bro. No, we're not nuking, bro. Because you know what nuclear does. It splits the world and you have chaos. No, don't say that word, bro. Nuclear should be that word should be equivalent to all these censorship words they have on YouTube. You can't say those words. If you say those words, it's literally go time. It's up. Like, we're done. It's like calling a black man a pussy boy. Like, it's up. Like, that's just one of the words you just cannot use. Yeah, it's like, too sensitive.
It's like calling a black man a nigga. Oh, is that a nigga right there?
That's the same video right there. Announces reciprocity in the face of Western sanction. This is the Donald John. The video shows Russian. They're trying to stop the tank. The one is talking about a woman confronts a Russian soldier.
All right. So I was just speaking. Where did I put it? All right. You can do that. I find it for you. Put it in a quicker spot.
Which one? Russian soldier?
Yeah. They said trying to stop the job with their body. They is wow. Wow. Yeah, John, crazy though, but you gotta fight. You cannot for 1 second, bro.
Stand up, get up.
Hey, stand up for your rights. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. So the African people freed themselves listening to reggae, bro. That's how proper reggae was, bro. Made motherfuckers realize who they were.
It's just hard to believe. I mean, reminiscent of Tiananmen Square. This one showing a Ukrainian citizen, several in fact, standing in front of a Russian tank trying to stop its forward movement. And you can hear a voice on the video saying people are begging the tanks to stop, throwing their bicycles even underneath the tank. This was taken in a town about 100 miles north of the capital of Kyiv. CNN has confirmed the authenticity and location of that video. And you see that man right there, single-handedly trying to stop that tank. CNN's Alex Marquardt is live for us in Kyiv. Alex, I mean, this is an extraordinary moment. I wonder how many times that has been duplicated as people are doing all that they can, ordinary citizens, to stop this Russian invasion.
Tiananmen Square is exactly what I thought of as well, Frederica. How can you not? And I think it says so much about the Ukrainian people and how they are going to react to this Russian invasion. So that was taken in Bakhmut to the northeast of Kyiv, about 140 miles. It's near Ukraine's second biggest city of Kharkiv, which U.S. officials believe is coming under some of the most significant fire from Russian forces. Our colleague Fred Pleitkin is right across the border in Russia. He has seen many salvos of rockets going out and heading in the direction of Kharkiv. And as I said, it does say so much about the Ukrainian spirit. You are seeing people of all ages, from all walks of life, taking up arms to fight against the Russian invasion. There has been a general mobilization by the Ukrainian military. You heard Arwa just there saying that a family left their father behind. All men between the ages of 18 and 60 years old have been barred from leaving Ukraine. There have been many calls for everyone to help in the fight, to the extent that the Ukrainian Ministry of Defense asked citizens to get Molotov cocktails ready and to throw them at advancing Russian forces. So that is the extent to which they are calling on really every aspect of society to fight against what is an overwhelming Russian force. Some 175,000 forces have gathered on three sides of Ukraine's borders. 50% of those forces, according to the Pentagon, they believe are now inside of Ukraine. There had been a relative lull in what we are hearing here in downtown Kyiv. That has changed in the past 2 hours since the sun has started going down, Frederica. Behind me is the east. And from that direction, we've been hearing a steady series of large booms in the distance. To my right is the north. We've been hearing gunfire coming from that direction. So this fighting, as has been for the past 2 nights, appears to be picking up in the nighttime hours. Now, the Kremlin said that they had paused their operations on Friday because the Ukrainians had been giving indications that they planned or wanted to negotiate. Then they said the Ukrainians reneged on that. And now the Russian Ministry of Defense says that they are resuming their operations in all directions. We should note that the Ukrainians are denying that, but this could be what we are seeing now. This uptick in the fighting could be this resumption of Russian operations, Frederica.
And then, Alex, earlier we saw that extraordinary video of what appeared to be a missile, something hitting that apartment building. Do we know anything more about, were there people in that building? What struck that?
Yeah, that is one of the episodes that is perhaps most worrying to the people of Kyiv right now, because that rocket, as you can see there, so dramatically hitting the upper stories of that apartment building, that was within the city limits of Kyiv. We're told by Ukrainian officials that somehow no one was hurt or killed, an absolute miracle. The Ukrainians, of course, blame the Russians. The Russians are saying that it was a Ukrainian anti-aircraft system that caused that. So each side blaming the other, as we've so often heard since this invasion started. But that is extremely worrying, not just because it is within the city limits, but it is on a residential building. The Russians have said that they are only targeting military installations and military targets. And in addition to that incident, we also heard some of the fiercest fighting within Kyiv, just about 3 miles from here in the early morning hours, again, in the east behind me. In the western part of the city. That was just about 3 miles away. The Ukrainian military saying that they were taking out a number of Russian military vehicles. So now we have examples of the Russians approaching from the north, south, east, and west. Not just in the distance, but also fighting within the city limits.
Oh, my goodness. All right. Alex Marquardt, thank you so much. Be safe. And as we just saw with our Damon,
So yeah, that's like I said, bro. The situation is heating up over there, and I was like, I've been asking Empress, can Russia just pull out? Like, bro, we never was even in there attacking people. Nah, that was I don't know, bro. I'm trying to think, like, but Putin's saying stuff too, though. So I just want to make sure that y'all know that he's saying stuff. Like, he's not even. I don't know if he said, but he said he's not doing a lot of that nonsense. But I guess he's not denying that, I might be attacking these boys. Yeah, I'm attacking these boys. You feel me? I'm trying to figure out what is he denying and what is he copping to.
No NATO. Thank you. You said NATO? Fuck you.
He says, man, he not rocking.
You don't exist over here, my guy.
Yeah.
No more NATO, bro.
Statements about our country.
Yeah, you gotta go to the tab bit.
Therefore,
President Putin has ordered Russia's strategic nuclear forces to be placed on high alert. He says Western leaders have made aggressive statements about Russia. And he also says that international sanctions are illegitimate. Johnson has described the move as a distraction from the reality of what's going on here in Ukraine, while the US denounced it as completely unacceptable. Here's our Moscow correspondent, Steve Rosenberg.
And gave them an order.
Высшие должностные лица ведущих
are making aggressive statements about our country.
нашей страны.
Therefore,
должностные лица ведущих стран НАТО,
top officials of leading NATO countries are making aggressive statements about our country.
нашей страны.
Therefore, I'm ordering the Minister of Defense and the Chief of the General Staff to put the strategic nuclear forces on special alert.
Would Putin really use them? He practiced a week ago, overseeing exercises of Russia's strategic deterrence forces. Typically unsubtle hints to America and NATO not to stand in his way over Ukraine. Today's special alert, more presidential muscle flexing. Across from the Kremlin, Muscovites gathered on a bridge to remember Boris Nemtsov, the Putin critic gunned down right here 7 years ago.
Yeah. So, right, so you already hear how Putin talk. Putin said,
Vladimir
some guys
Kara-Murza.
it's a lot of top.
This was a day for
Top of these
remembering a
NATO
friend.
guys. A
And
couple of these top guys from NATO. They speaking aggressively. He said they speaking aggressively about our country. Man said some niggas speaking aggressively about your country, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I love it. Because how can you disagree with it if somebody's saying, yo, sanctioning you, yo, we doing this to you, we doing that to you? Like, we like kids, bro. If you want to politic with me about something, politic with me about it. Let me know why I'm exactly wrong. Right, people should be calling Putin out on what he doing wrong. Right? Because right now, I don't know if y'all calling him out. It's this boy. I thought it was my boy. I don't know if y'all calling them out. They hit us with the Uchi Tanchan.
Yeah.
We good. Woo!
Alrighty. Kosovo asked U.S. for military base and to join NATO following Russian attack on Ukraine.
You know what's so funny? Earlier, I was asking Empress, I was like, yo, can Ukraine just jump? Because U.S. can't technically, they can, but it'll just be like some extra shit. It'll just be sending troops to like war for first of all for something you ain't got nothing to do with, number one. And number two, you ain't got nothing to do with it. So right now, I was asking Empress, I was like, yo, can Ukraine like have like a speedy trial where they like get like, yo, we want to join now, bro. Where the paper at? We signed the paper now, bro. No, we signed it, bro. We part of NATO. Right. I'm wondering, I was trying to ask Empress, can they sign one of those quick Johns? Right? I don't know, bro.
Defense minister said the measures were in immediate need to guarantee peace, security, and stability in the Western Balkans.
See? That's the exact plan. The exact thing I was asking you, can Ukraine do is exactly what they do.
Mm-hmm.
They say, yo, put us in. Take us over. Put us in. Yeah, we're not even dripping. Just put us in right now.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, who actually wants to fight for Biden?
What do you mean? They trying to get put in.
Who? No, I'm saying all these people trying to get protection from America and NATO. Our soldiers over here are literally being forced to take things that are not even like fully tested.
Oh, so you saying our soldiers depleted right now? We ain't got no soldiers to be sending. That's facts.
I remember when they were just trying to send money to all these NATO countries and places, and we was like, what? Hello? We're going through a pandemic.
I heard a white dude saying, before pandemic and all this, I heard a white dude, he was saying that we don't even got enough able bodies in the armies. So I heard him saying that.
I'm thinking this is going to be a drone fight at best. Drone versus drone, submarine versus submarine.
Okay, hopefully. He said, so like, how was to war rant? Well, I guess they dropping bombs on you, right? Blow your old shit up.
Yeah, they just need a human manpower to drop the bomb. But as far as like actual militia in America, their militia is turned artificial. It's AI now. Vietnam exposed that.
You seen that big missile we seen in the ground, whatever that was? Bro, big missile they launching. Yeah, that's it.
That's all it's really now. It's just dropping bombs. Dropping bombs.
Like how fast you think that shit go?
And using your drones.
Man, that just blow by you. Like I'm just thinking because like if it don't explode, like I guess if it goes so fast, probably if it hits you, it just pierce you. Because I was saying, like, can you just be in front of it, just hit you, and it just take you like, because like it's going to the ground and land, but like you could jump off it. I'm trying to think of how fast is it going.
The missile?
Yeah, like a nigga shoot a missile and you like right in the path, but you far though. I'm just saying, you in a building and you happen to be like on whatever floor, and the shit happened to go through the window and happen you right there and it hit you right in your mid body. You think you're gonna blow up? Like, what you think gonna happen to you? You think you could hold on to it and fly off and jump off? Like, what do you think happened?
Death.
That's all really right.
The Enoch death.
Cause it's too fast.
He was just gone.
Cause as soon as you see it, you might just die. You're gonna faint and just give up the ghost. You're gonna be like Coleslaw. Yo, put us in right now. But no, yeah, I need a base. Matter of fact, we building one. Yeah, we built one the other day for you. Yo, come over here quick. Let's see what's going on with Coleslaw.
Yeah. So how you say it?
I was saying Kosovo.
This OVO gang.
Mm-hmm.
Has asked the United States to establish a permanent military base in the country and speed up its integration into NATO after Russia's invasion of Ukraine. The United States has already 635 soldiers in the Balkan country to maintain the fragile peace as part of the NATO peacekeeping mission. Kosovo's defense minister Ahmed Magi said on Sunday, accelerating Kosovo's membership in NATO and having a permanent base of American forces is an immediate need to guarantee peace, security, stability in the Western Balkans. What y'all got? Y'all got some resources? You know what? Just protect niggas, just to protect them. Yo, I need some welfare. No, what you have to offer?
That you put them on blast, but don't put them boys on blast. They're trying to do something behind them.
Oh, okay. Kosovo has joined other countries in introducing sanctions against Russia. Mahaj has said that his government was ready to offer help from any military operation to Ukraine, and should it be asked for by Washington.
Yeah. He offered this up already.
This is a part of Serbia.
He's offered this up already.
In 2008, they declared independence.
So they just got autonomous. Yo, I heard the goddamn Phil talking about what was supposed to be autonomous, man. He was saying Trump hit us some fly shit that was supposed to be. He was, man, Phil was on Trump. Shout out to Phil. Shout out to Phil, bro. He was one black bro that was on Trump.
Alrighty. It is recognized by more than 110 countries, mainly Western nations, but not by Serbia or Belgrade's traditional ally Russia. I know that word, but I can't pronounce it right now. Anyways. 4 NATO members also refused to recognize Kosovo's independence. Kosovo is still not a United Nations member due to objections from Russia. Earlier this week, Serbia said that Russia's invasion of Ukraine was wrong, but refused to impose sanctions on the nation. Serbia's president, Alexander Vučić, said they were the only country not to have imposed sanctions against us in the 1990s. They also support our territorial integrity in the United Nations. We must not forget that.
Man, shout out to goddamn Vučić. Man, that guy is a legend to me. You got to remember what your friends did for you, bro. You can't, man, I'm not sanctioning them. Suck me up. That's what he's saying, yo. I'm not sanctioning them, G. So if y'all want to do whatever, yo, they say people not even recognizing y'all, bro. Y'all like Taiwan out there. Right, but I'm recognizing Taiwan. Nigga. You see what I call them? You know I'm at war with Xi and Kim and everybody. But I don't know. I'm not trying to be at war with none of them. But I recognize Taiwan, bro.
Dropping bombs.
I recognize Kosovo. I wonder what Russia called Kosovo. You think all that Russia? Russia right there.
Or Serbia.
Yeah, we straight with Serbia. Y'all Serbia.
Look kind of Serbia. Oh, them boys crazy talking about they want NATO. Nigga, I ain't got shit.
So Serbia part of NATO? Let me check. You ain't gotta worry about that. For real?
Yeah.
Go check it out.
Maybe not though. I just remember my teammates. There were Serbians, Ukraine, German, and Great Britain. I think there was a guy from France too, but anyways. Elon Musk says Starlink internet service active in Ukraine. Billionaire says satellite broadband service is available in Ukraine as Russian attacks disrupt the internet. This article is by Algerius. How you think Brett's feel in America about him and his broadband internet? Boy, if you don't go on about your business, this $1 billion industry. What you talking about? Starlink for free. Free where? No. Make Americans pay again. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why don't we have Starlink yet. SpaceX billionaire Elon Musk says the company's Starlink satellite broadband service is available in Ukraine, and SpaceX is sending more terminals to the country whose internet has been disrupted due to the Russian invasion. Starlink service is not active in Ukraine. More terminals en route, Musk wrote on Twitter on the Sabbath. He was responding to a tweet by a Ukrainian government official who asked Musk to provide the embattled country with Starlink stations. Elon Musk, while you tried to colonize Mars, Russia tried to occupy Ukraine. While your rockets successfully land from space, Russian rockets attack Ukrainian civil people. Ukraine's Vice Prime Minister Mikhailo Fedorov said on Twitter, internet connectivity in Ukraine has been affected by the Russian invasion, particularly in the southern and eastern parts of the country where fighting has been heaviest, internet monitors said on the Sabbath. While extremely costly to deploy, satellite technology can provide internet for people who live in rural and hard-to-serve places where fiber optic cables and cell towers do not reach. The technology can also be critical backstop when hurricanes and other natural disasters disrupt communication. Musk said on January 15th that SpaceX had 1,400 plus Starlink satellites active and 272 moving to operational orbit soon. That is the conclusion of that article.
So, what I was just reading right now is I was just running down the NATO situation, right? NATO, Belgium, Canada, Denmark, France, Germany, Italy, Netherlands, Norway, Portugal, Spain, Turkey, United Kingdom, and United States. But then I go to the right. First of all, these people are called belligerents. This whole group is called belligerents. But then I go to the right.
Don't go to NATO.
And I guess it says FR. I don't know what FR stands for, but that's it right there, right?
France?
FR, Yugoslav? Nah, but click on it. Because I was trying to figure out what first of all, I was trying to figure out was Serbia part of NATO. Then I was trying to figure out what they did that Russia had to give them a pass on. So yeah, this is the whole situation, right?
So they are Serbia and Montenegro.
Exactly.
You said a Negro.
Yeah, my teammate was from Montenegro, so I knew Montenegro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like all those brothers that are allowed in the country have some type of NATO correlation.
Nah, but these brothers they're not, because this little Serbia Montenegro guys, they was the southeastern Europe located in the Balkans that existed from 1992 to 2006. Following the breakup of the Socialist Federal Republic of Yugoslavia, which bordered Hungary or whatever, and then they went to explain that this whole shit happened because it says the state was founded in 27th of April 1992. Boom, boom, Yugoslav, or simply Yugoslav, which comprised of the Republic of Serbia and the Republic of Montenegro. In 2003, Yugoslav was transformed from a federal republic to a public union until Montenegro succeeded in 2006, leading to the full independence of both Serbia and Montenegro. So, yeah, that's when them boys got free. So this state is no longer a state; it's divulged.
Okay.
Yeah. Federal Republic was their first government.
That's what FR stands for.
But like they was around for a short amount of time, 1992 to 2003. So anybody could start something. Well, I guess they still technically here, right? They just both split up. Like I guess the rulership is gone, but the two countries are still here. So that's what you were saying. Like you could change the rulership, but you got to take over a real country. You can't just make up a country, right? You gotta like go to somebody's country and take it over and be like, yo, this is a new rulership over here. But you can't just be like, yo, this is a new island. It's like, bro, it's not an island. What is that? You got to go to somebody's island and take it over.
Yeah, same thing with the whole building a school or needing this, needing that before you start. It's like, no, that comes after you have the foundation. And now it's a matter of like, okay, we're fundraising to build a bigger one, build a better one, so on and so forth. It's just, refining what's already there. But to start from nothing and expect like people to just flock to your place is just like, huh? That's not how it works, but okay, good luck with that. And yeah, that's where you get short stints of leadership. It's like somebody wanted to live out their dream and then died, and then it was all over.
Oh, the Yugoslav, they were trying to cleanse out the Albanians.
Albinos?
they bombed some shit. It was estimated about 2,000 civilians was killed. Human Rights Watch estimate 489 to 528 civilians killed, 60% of whom were Kosovo. What's the word that we just learned? Kosovo. 3 Chinese citizens were killed in the NATO's bombing of China's embassy in Belgrade. So yeah, this was some shit that was going on with these guys. So Yugoslavia had a lot of heat on their neck, right? So that's how they end up really going through a lot of this stuff. So I'm guessing Russia had to petition for them to get into the UN type vibe, but they were like, "Nah, good, that's Serbia." Yeah, I see that. No, they're not part of that. Not part of the beef. So, like what you said, you got to remember what they did for us. And me, for one, I remember.
What would you do for you?
Why not? You know how long I've been with you.
Yesterday, reporters asked me if I thought President
Putin gave me was heartaches and beautiful cakes.
I said,
when it was my birthday, you woke up and took me on dates.
Yesterday, reporters asked me if I thought President Putin was smart. I said, of course he's smart, to which I was greeted with, "Oh, that's such a terrible thing to say." I'd like to tell the truth. Yes, he's smart. The NATO nations, and indeed the world, as he looks over what's happening strategically with no repercussions or threats whatsoever, they're not so smart. They're looking the opposite of smart. If you take over Ukraine, we're going to sanction you, they say. Sanction? Well, that's a pretty weak statement. Putin is saying, oh, they're going to sanction me. They sanctioned me for the last 25 years. You mean I can take over a whole country and they're going to sanction me? You mean they're not going to blow us to pieces, at least psychologically? The problem is not that Putin is smart, which of course he's smart, but the real problem is that our leaders are dumb. Dumb. So dumb. And they so far allowed him to get away with this travesty and assault on humanity. That's what it is. This is an assault on humanity. So sad.
It's an assault on humanity. It's so sad because it's wrong. It's really wrong. People shouldn't be doing that. But, it's tactics, right? Like Empress said, like it's your John. Like you got to put that in the context where it's like, who are you to just say you should take my John over? All right, who are you to be like, you shouldn't have no John T. That's you with a John? Nah, bro. I don't think you should have no John, bro. Nah, bro. You can't be trying to take over your old bro. And it's fair enough because the people over there, they probably don't want the regime. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how can we end this amicably. Is there an amicable solution? Is there a way we can? I am not sure.
If it's up, then it's up.
If it's up, then it's outside with me. Right? Because you got to think about everything that go up must come down. Some people be talking about it's up, then it's up, it's up. Yeah, I don't know what's up and stuff.
Cause everybody see like a water line,
man,
on a nigga hairline.
Man, every time I see something running, I say, "Yo, pull back a little bit, G." Yo, y'all don't know.
They won't know. They won't know until the end when you a celebrity, motivational, and expert speaker. But it's okay, guys. It's okay. Continue to tune in. Don't try to comment now and say you was here before the millions. It's okay.
You know though.
It's okay.
Me and you, we emperors and empresses. So like we move different. So we're not gonna be speakers. Right? We're gonna be quotes. We're gonna be memes. Like people like y'all be memes like memes. That's just the smallest function of an idea, which is why we represent it in a picture. That's the smallest we can get it. We can't get it into no thoughts where it's like how Kanye was saying, I teleport the idea.
And what a said, where's my seat? At my feet. Where's my thing at? Okay, never mind. Sorry for interrupting your build.
Hey, you know, everything is about building. You could build every day. Man, JR, man, see, I don't want to talk about JR right now. But yeah, man, y'all see Russia. I don't know how everybody feels. It's super interesting. I want to get y'all thoughts. I want some feedback. I want to see how the people feel about this Russia situation. I want to think. And even with Trump saying that the brother is smart. Even Trump said smart. Are y'all still looking for that Trump 2024? We got 2 more years. We got 2 more years. 2 more years.
Can we speed it up somehow? I think Trump deserves a speed trap. Yo, man, bro, we have made so many bad decisions, bro.
Yo, I'm telling you, if we had Trump in there, we would have had somebody like
step on him,
bro. That shit would have been
big stepper,
bro.
How tall is?
Bro, he gotta be at least 6+.
By like 5'6".
You know, the older you get.
Biden said, "I looked in the eyes."
Man, Biden, stop that
and
shit.
Said something in English that this Russian man was supposed to understand. Man, Biden, bye.
Biden. But you feel me, Empress? But look, me and Empress don't think that we should be over there warring though. So don't even take what we saying as that. We're just saying that there's no force. So I'm not saying that you have to intervene into things, but there's no force. So it's not like we saying like, yo, let's go over there, take them out, kill them. Nah, it's like, yo, we got somebody playing with like the bro months ago, bro. Me and Empress was watching something, bro. And Biden kept saying it. I looked him and I told him he's a punk. You know, white people, I told him to his face, he's a punk. Come on, Biden. You know, you didn't tell the man that, and if you did, you probably whispered it, bro. You probably forgot that you said it. You probably forgot and you said that. You probably thought you said. You probably told him that you love him, and he was like, "Yeah, I love you too, my boy."
Yeah, right. And your dreams, Den, Mr. Den.
Yo, I can't believe Biden really got up there.
Man, do you have a timestamp for this? I want to give him a preview before we exit stage.
It's all fire. So, but it's about right at the beginning. It's about right at the beginning. So like, just do like a couple taps in. It's a couple taps in. Because I want to hear him say, "I ain't watching your pocket, but they watching your pocket, so I know what you got. You got this. You got this, nigga. I seen your network. Yeah, I watched the cast. I watched the Wild Magi time. Yeah, on Black Wall Street Best.
Did they hear this?
Huh?
Yeah, they had to. I just did this.
I'm about to say, but it's all I haven't been looking at that, but I'd be sad as hell. But I've been seeing you. Yeah, we've been going to the videos. I thought, man, I hope.
Yeah, I think I paused it because Trump time kind of. All right. Man, guys, you guys need to tune in live so you guys can be our feedback.
Facts. Definitely tune in live, man. Me and Empress gonna start doing some little different times just to try to see if we can get some different interaction points. So, it's trying to try out the different things.
We had to fight to get a bill. That's why we right to get a deal. He on the team, you gotta eat, despite the skills. Keep it riding for the
family. A couple dabs in.
Straight up.
Nah, what's these boys about the BLK work?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, JR, man, we need to hit JR, Empress. We gotta hit JR.
That's a
phenomenal. All right, let me see what JR saying right
Why
right
JR
now.
ain't in the league anymore?
Once you get 10 plus years and you have that outline, they're gonna listen to you. They got to get rid of.
All right, so yeah, right here probably be good.
Than his true skin, through and through.
Right.
Right.
Is it different
again? Something to come. Taco Tuesday is on its way. Hey, Taco Tuesday is on its way.
You got 175. You got.
You feel me? You feel me? What's going on, JR?
Like, believe it or not, I played football growing up.
Okay, that's me.
Okay, I thought it was me.
Played baseball growing up. I played basketball. I played all these sports. I was nurtured into. You can't do it without them.
What you trying to accomplish with this move you making right now, this transition that you're in?
And my biggest move right now is trying to change as many minds that look like us back into the Afrocentric mindset opposed to the Eurocentric mindset. We're so trained and it's so embedded to have that Eurocentric mindset that
Perfect spot, Empress.
Worry about minds. I'm not going to help nobody else who look like me build up when everybody else do it but us. When you made over $100 million in your career, right? Is 105 going to change? 110 going to change your lifestyle? Realistically, you know how many people you can change lifestyle with $10 million in our hood, in our communities? We were in the lockout. We were in the, not the lockout, but we were in the bubble. George Floyd happens.
That's right.
We stopped playing. We're in there. We're gonna ask the owners for it. We're gonna ask the owners for it. Stop asking them for. What are we asking them for? I went down the line. No bullshit. You can show. You can ask these dudes if not. I got Paul George sitting right here. I got DeMar DeRozan sitting right here. I got Russell Westbrook sitting right here. I'm literally sitting next to all of these dudes who are LA guys. I'm like, bro, I'm not counting your chips, but everybody else is. So you make 200, you make 200, you make 175, you make 150, you make 180. Why don't y'all have your own gym? Why we gotta go to UCLA to work out in LA every time?
And that is how we do it. Bro, if y'all listen, y'all better tune in. We got something coming special on that Taco Tuesday, like always. Just make sure you come get your tacos.
Mm-hmm. Guys, make sure you turn into Black Wall Street Bets. Taco Tuesday, where we talk about currency only. This is the conclusion of this episode, and we will be back on Tuesday. Peace. Oh, niggas came from the back.
Yeah, shout out to them.
Niggas came from the back.